Hello students, today we are going to start the poem Alexander Feast, stanza number 6. Text: Now strike the golden lyre again, a louder yet a louder strain. Break his bands of sleep asunder and rouse him like a rattling peal of thunder. In this stanza, the poet asks Timotheus to strike the lyre again and create louder music to break down the bands of sleep and rouse Alexander to take up sword and become furious. Timotheus played the fearful music. Hark, hark, the horrid sound has raised up his head, has awaked from the dead, and amazed he stares around. Hearing it, Alexander raised up his head. He was amazed. He stared around himself. It looked as if he had been once dead and was living again. Revenge, revenge, Timotheus cries. See the Furies arise. Timotheus asked Alexander in a loud voice to revenge. He sang, See, the Furies are appearing. See the snakes that they rear, how they hiss in their hair, and the sparkles that flash from their eyes. The snakes are raising their heads, they are hissing in their hair. See, the sparkles are coming out of their eyes. Behold, a ghastly wind, each a torch in his hand. Those are Grecian ghosts that in battle were slain. In these lines, the poet says that see the horrible group of Grecian ghosts with torches in their hands. They were slain in battle by Persian. They were not buried and were lying disrespected in the battlefield, and unworried remain inglorious on the plain. Give the vengeance due to the valiant crew. They want to revenge upon their enemies. Satisfy the brave group of ghosts by revenging. Behold how they toss their torches on high, how they point to the Persian abodes and glittering temples of their hostile gods. See how the ghosts are tossing their torches high, how they are pointing towards the Persian palaces and towards the shining temples of enemy gods. The princes applaud with a furious joy, and the king seized a flambeau with zeal to destroy. When the princes present their heard this song, they applauded it with frightful joy. The king seized a flaming torch in zeal to destroy Persian palaces. Thyas led the way to light him to his prey, and like another Helen, fired another Troy. Thyas showed him the way to the palaces. Thyas caused the destruction of Persia as if she was another Helen and Persia was another Troy. Next stanza. Thus, long ago, ere having billows learned to blow, while organs yet were mute, Timotheus to his breathing flute and sounding lyre could swell the soul to raise or kindle soft desire. In this way, the poet says, long before the days when bellows and organs were invented, Timotheus could enrich the soul or inspire it with pity and love at the sounds of his flute or lyre. At last, divine Cecilia came, inventress of the vocal frame. In the end, Cecilia came, She invented buccal frame. And the sweet enthusiast from her sacred store enlarged the former narrow bounds and added length to Solomon's sounds, with nature's mother wit and arts unknown before. She enlarged the narrow limits in which music was confined. She increased the length of the grave notes. She was endowed with a God gifted intelligence. She possessed arts unknown before. Let old Timotheus yield the prize, or vote divide the crown. He raised immortal to the sky. She drew an angel down. Timotheus may be regarded a better musician, or both may be said to be equals. White, white, while Timotheus raised a man like Alexander to the godhood, Cecilia brought an angel down to the earth. Okay, thank you.